New Truck Tuesday, best day of the week. Let's go! Normally this would get its own Mailbox Monday or New Truck Tuesday, New Truck Day, whatever the hell. But I'm not exactly sure how nice this thing is. And I'm not going to dedicate a whole video to it if it's just going to be pretty much a parts truck. It is interesting. I have been chasing it for a minute. But as it changes hands, it's gotten a little rougher every time. So, this is what I got. It's not a big box of Pampers. It is, drum roll please, yeah, there we go. Doors. Cool. Cool. Let me take this all in for a second.
That's what she said.
Okay, so this is a thing. That's a thing I have now. Oh, and it's got Yodas under it, so it's even more useless than I thought when it had K44s. All right. So long story short, I have known a guy for, I don't know, a minute. We've known each other since like this winter. I don't know him, but we know of each other. However you want to call it. Anyway, I was after these wheels. If you don't know, V1 machetes by Vanquish are literally one of my top, that is basically my favorite wheel. I have a whole bunch of them over here in all the colors except clear. Well, I don't know if you can see or not, but these are V1 real Vanquish machetes. And I have been chasing this truck in general for a little bit, and people have been working on it and messing with it and stuff. And if it's the same truck I think it is, I'm pretty sure this used to have TLT V-treads on it, and it was kind of like a pulling truck looking thing. I'm not sure. Anywho, so whenever I met this guy, I was actually after these wheels and tires, mostly just the wheels. I think the rings are fake, but that doesn't really matter to me. So the wheels are real, and I was like, hey, do you want to sell those wheels? And he shot me a price that I thought was pretty high, in all honesty, and I did not want to pay for them. I said, no, at that point in time, I'm good. I'm not really interested in it, yada, yada, yada. Fast forward 5 months now or whatever, and this popped up. Jordan actually saw it, so credit goes to Jordan for actually finding this. He tagged me and said, hey, do you want a set of V1 machetes? So I ended up getting this truck for, I believe, the exact same price that he told me 6 months ago that he just wanted for the wheels and tires on this thing. So basically, I agreed to finally pay too much for the wheels and tires and got a whole damn truck with it.
For that.
I thought this was a roller, but actually now looking at it, it does have a motor. It does have the servo, not great, but it does have it in there. I mean, which is better than nothing. It has a carrier bearing, which is interesting. Yoda 2s. I think these are Yoda 2s, maybe Yoda 1. I'm not a real professional there. But someone has taken a K10. This looks like this is a K5. They took a K5 and terribly did whatever the hell they did to this cab. In the back, the window is way too short. But they did that, cut the doors, so now the doors are detached. Cut out pretty well. So someone at some point in time knew what the hell they were doing and started messing with this thing. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it exactly. Like I said, I bought it for the wheels. But coincidentally, let's see here.
3 hours later.
Yeah, bitch. Open. What in the hell? Oh yeah, somebody glued it. Alright, so after looking at it a little bit, hey, this front window is freaking beat. It's all hazy and looks like shit. This, I believe, is one of the new K10 hoods that someone has unfortunately glued on. So at the firewall, it's all glued and everything. I might be able to get that back off. It does have the original dash in it, kinda. This feels like, I don't know what that is. It doesn't feel like one of the normal ones, but I do see screws going straight down through it. So they've done something. They've cut part of the wheel for whatever reason there. It does have what's left of a Wraith interior, but for some reason they've splayed out the front so it covers, but then the rear doesn't cover the whole thing. They've terribly painted the seats, have all these like red accent things. They've had a guy in here that's been hot glued into the seats. That seat's about, I don't know, maybe savable. They do have the shifters though, so that's pretty cool. And then the obvious, it has this step side bed that's 3D printed. It has been sanded and painted, so that's more than what 99.9% of Facebook and everybody else does. A lot of people don't sand these or do any kind of body work. They just paint them and then pretend like they're patinaed because they look like a big piece of wood, and it's not great. It does have a different rear shock mount, so the shock mounts are here on the frame and then the shocks actually angle in. The front looks like it may have, I don't know, I don't think those are Glonde shock mounts, but it does have a 2-speed transmission, which is the R3, I think, R2, I don't know. It has a receiver in it, it looks like, maybe? No, I don't know what that is, I'm not sure. This truck's kind of an interesting piece, and by piece I do mean piece. Looks like somebody was getting ready to hog out the front fenders, which would have been a deal killer for me because at that point in time they look like dog shit, and it's just kind of unnecessary. So as far as I'm concerned, I got a TF2 with wheels and tires that I wanted and basically got the truck for free or pretty cheap. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It's an interesting thing. It'll just go up on the shelf for a little bit until I get some sort of inspiration to do something. The fact that the doors are cut out and nicely definitely helps this thing. If nothing else, just the body will go somewhere and the truck will get sold off, but I'm not sure. The wheels sure look nice. They look like they've had big rings in them the whole time. They're not perfect, but I think they might clean up pretty well. They're definitely what I would consider like driver quality. They've got some scratches and stuff. Nothing that I'm going to put up on the wall. I'll definitely end up using them. I don't know on what or to do what, but I don't know. It's cool enough. Not sure. It's definitely a 30-footer. If you get any closer than that, you kind of start seeing flaws.
Like your mom.
Tell me what you think. What do you think I should do with it? Do you think I should, I don't know, take the body off and make something else? I don't know what to do with it. It's late and I'm kind of just open to suggestions and ready to go to bed. But anyway, I'll leave you with some close-up shots and we will wrap this up. I appreciate you watching. Make sure to check me out on Facebook groups, and Instagram, Bullman Built RC, across the board. And if you try to join my group, just answer the questions so we can make sure you're not some crazy guy that lives in Russia or India pretending to be some hot chick that you're not. Just do it, okay? Make sure to check me out Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern on YouTube Live. I'm usually with Jordan and Doug, or one or the other, maybe Logan, maybe sometimes some other people. Who knows who's going to be there. Stay tuned for the bloopers, and I will see you later. Bye! Someone glue this shut. God, I hate people. Hell yeah, brother, get it. Gobbles. This is a brand new hood. Wow. It's one of the nice hoods, I think. Don't you forget about me. Holy shit, all this thing needs is a speed control?